Namaste and welcome back. In today's Sanskrit Musings, let's learn another name for Krishna. This name is pārthasārathi. This word itself, the name for Krishna, comprises of two words in itself. One is Partha and the other is Sarathi. We have learned in our previous episodes, Partha is a name for Arjuna. Prithayaha apatyam puman Parthaha. Pritha's son, meaning Kunti's son, is Partha, which is Arjuna. Sarathi is a charioteer. One who wields the chariot of Partha is called as pārthasārathi. Pārthasārathi is none other than, as we have always seen, Krishna. There is an interesting story behind how Krishna became pārthasārathi. When the war became imminent, in the process of gathering support for their own sides, both the Kauravas and Pandavas approached many different people to support their cause for the war. In the process, Duryodhana and Arjuna both approached Krishna. When they approached, Krishna at that time was sleeping or pretending to be sleeping. Duryodhana, who arrived first, in his arrogance, stands by the head side or the pillow of Krishna. Later, when Arjuna arrives, in his sheer devotion for Krishna, he stands by the foot of Krishna. When Krishna woke up, obviously his eyes first fell on Arjuna, who was in plain sight when he opened his eyes. So he greeted Arjuna and he said, "What brings you here?" Duryodhana felt neglected and ignored, and he brought attention to himself and he said, "I was here first, so you need to address me first, Krishna." Then Krishna says, "What brings you here?" He talks to both of them, and both of them say that they wanted Krishna's help for their cause in the war. Pretending to be in a dilemma, Krishna says, "Now that both of you have arrived at the same time, I will have to split myself and my Narayani Sena into two sides. I will be on one side. I will not lift a weapon. I will not wield any weapons during the war. I'll just come with you. And the other team can choose my entire Narayani Sena." And he says Arjuna gets the first choice. Of course, Duryodhana is disheartened and he's even worried who's going to reject the entire Narayani Sena and take a weaponless cowherder Krishna, right? But unfortunately for him, Krishna is chosen by Arjuna. Arjuna says, "I don't need your army. Please be there with us. And also, please accept my offer to be my charioteer. If you're driving my chariot, I will never lose my way and I will have no issues winning the war because you are the best support I can have." Although Duryodhana is happy in his heart, he pretends to accept whatever came his path and he says, "All right, I will take the Narayani Sena then." And in his heart he was really happy and thought the Pandavas were really not sensible in rejecting the army because that was so powerful as against one lone Krishna. And obviously we see in the end of the war, Duryodhana was absolutely wrong. It was Krishna and his support and his presence alone that brought Pandavas to victory. And due to the story, how Krishna became Arjuna's charioteer, he was called as pārthasārathi. Again, pārthasārathi is the charioteer of Arjuna. Many times we have seen people being named Pārthasārathi and they end up cutting their name as Partha instead of calling the entire name. Effectively, we are changing Krishna to Arjuna there. We have to be mindful. Pārthasārathi is Krishna. Until next time, happy musing!